The sound of shelling ranges from the airport to the center of Donetsk, the bastion of the pro-Russian rebels. They face the Ukrainian army along the city limits in some of the fiercest fighting here in months. Alexander Hug, deputy head of the OSCE monitoring mission in Ukraine, has arrived to assess the situation. Most of his men are stationed here.
For now, we're still able to operate. The security situation is severely limiting our ability to move around, but we're still able to carry out our mandate.
But the deteriorating situation has prompted some of the 57 OSCE member states to consider removing their observers from the danger.
For many years, the role of the OSCE was in question. Some member states, like the US, were even asking whether it's still needed. But now, the unarmed observers find themselves in a war zone here in eastern Ukraine.
It's become a question of life and death. Over 20 experts from several member states have come to Donetsk to decide whether to beef up the mission or pull out completely.
At Christmas time, he put on a red hat and he kind of looked like a gardener.
This is what could happen. On Tuesday, a rocket slammed into this bus near a government checkpoint southwest of Donetsk. 12 civilians were killed. Both sides are busy trading blame.
These deaths are on the conscience of the Donetsk and Luhansk gangs, and on those who stand behind them, who are feeding them, arming them, training and inspiring their bloody crimes. Kiev can't control the situation, and it can't control its own troops.
But Alexander Hug hasn't given up on silencing the weapons, even as the shelling continues. In a nearby administration building, there are glimmers of hope. Hug is here to help negotiate a truce. The meeting offers an unusual sight: Ukrainian commanders sitting alongside Russian army officers and their self-proclaimed pro-Russian leader of Donetsk.
We've proposed a ceasefire around the airport to take effect this afternoon. If it lasts, we'll try to drive out to the airport ourselves.
But the truce is short-lived. Reports of new clashes forced the OSCE observers to turn back, despite the rebels' assurances.
If it were that easy, the conflict would have ended a long time ago.
And the fighting looks set to continue, despite the OSCE's presence.